Hi guys, it is me, Juanita, shespins.com and Delquan. And I'm here to do my second vlog. I've tried doing this vlog several times and I keep getting interrupted. I did do video of my at work and my drive home. But my video editing software on this computer, well, I don't know. I just installed a new version of QuickTime, so I might actually be able to open the files now. I'll try it. If not, I have to email them or upload them to my Google Docs and then download them onto my laptop, and then I can edit them together that way. Because it's newer and it has Windows 7 on it. But so I've noticed that everyone tries to give themselves goals and stuff, and then they, try to, what's the word I'm looking for? They try to maintain their integrity, and then discuss how they did with their goals. So, most of the time when I'm working on goals, or I have a list. And I'll have it listed, like numbered 1 through whatever number, and I'll have listed the things that I need to do. And I try to go through that list and mark things off. And a lot of times I get a lot of stuff done that way. But then there's always those few things that you just really don't, you have no motivation to do those things, and the world isn't going to end if you don't do them. For instance, one of the things that I've been trying to get myself to do for a couple of years now, going on 2 years, is put more stuff up in my Etsy shop other than my spinning and the occasional item where somebody requests something from me, and then I make it, and then just use Etsy as the easy place for them to find me, and do PayPal that way. Some people feel more comfortable paying through Etsy and PayPal, and you send them straight to PayPal with your email address and they can pay through there. So that's one of the things that I need to do is go ahead and get some of that yarn I've spun up on Etsy and the fiber that we've dyed up on Etsy. And I have an order that I need to start working on for something else, where I need to send some samples out of my spinning to someone. So I need to get working on that. But I wanted to finish spinning that purple. But I got purpled myself out, that lavender. I have enough on the bobbin that I will get probably somewhere about, once I 3-ply, I will probably have somewhere around 475, I estimate, to 500 yards once it's 3-ply. It might be a little more, it might be a little less. But right now there's a lot on that. Those bobbins are huge. I demonstrated how big they were before. So I'm just going to try and finish filling up that bobbin. And then whatever is left of that lavender is going to be for sale. I do not like pinks. I do not like purples. Some greens I don't like. Some of the puke greens I do not like. Some yellows I don't like. So that's just my personal preferences. And the other thing I want to do is, it's not that I'm trying to be a know-it-all or anything like that. And no one said anything like that to me before you guys, get your panties in a twist and start defending me to someone. I know a lot of stuff. And things that I'm curious about, I research and I learn about. And stuff tends to stick in my head. So sometimes people mention stuff and I might know an answer, or I might have some insight into the situation where I might be able to give them information that can help them. If you can use it, I'm not doing it to be a know-it-all or doing it or anything like that. I'm doing it because I'm hoping that that information could help you in some way. What's the point of it just sitting in my head? You know what I'm saying? When I share stuff about my personal life, it's in the hopes that it could help someone who has been wavering. You know, they're standing on that fence and they don't know which side to jump off on. So by me sharing what happened to me, it might give them the courage to finally seek the person and or persons who can help them, or who may have more knowledge on the situation and can help them. If I feel like it's something that's really personal, I'll just send you, I'll inbox you, you know, information that I've come across and stuff. Like I said before, when I was in Texas, they were testing me for lupus because of the problems with my skin. Going outside and spending long periods of time outside, and I love being outside, working in my garden and stuff. So, but I hate the cold, so during the wintertime, you can't get me outside unless it's to the car and go where we're going and then come back. I do not like being cold. As I get older, I hate the cold even more because it makes my joints and stuff ache where I've suffered, you know, damage from diabetes and stuff. So, yeah, I never liked cold. Even when I was little, everybody else wanted to go outside and play in the snow. I wanted to stay inside and hide beside either that wood heater or that oil heater. Even as a child, the cold made my hands and feet just ache and hurt. Even when I was little. So, you know, everybody outside there having fun, rolling around in the snow, stuff like that. I was like, Grandma, let me back in the house, kind of thing. You know, I would try to have fun, but when I was ready to come inside, I was ready to come inside. So the lupus stuff, skin I can deal with. I just try to keep on top of that. So when, you know, I go in, sometimes they do testing and stuff, just to, you know, because I'm exhibiting more symptoms. You know, certain blood levels will be a little bit higher and everything. So far, they haven't diagnosed me with lupus, and I've said that before. But I do exhibit symptoms of lupus from time to time, especially with the photosensitivity and with the arthritis and everything. But some of this stuff could also be the diabetes. So it's like a double-edged sword. A lot of the stuff, they can't really tell which is which right now. I don't want it to get worse, regardless of which one it is. I cut back on drinking sodas a lot. This is a Brick's tea bottle full of water. I have several of these bottles because you can fill it up and sip on it, and you don't even realize, you know, how much water you're drinking during the night or during the afternoons. I have one here. I have one in the bathroom. I have one on my dresser. There's one in the car, and I try to keep water in them so I can sip on them. Whichever room I'm in, whichever room I go to. Like when I go to get ready for work in the morning, one of the first things I do is put fresh water in the bottle in the bathroom, and then I guzzle it down. I drink about half the bottle, and then I get ready for work. That's just one way of me trying to make sure I'm getting enough water during the day, because one of the problems with diabetics is it's easy for us to get dehydrated, and if we get dehydrated, then that knocks our chemical balances out of whack even more. So that is just something that I've been doing. I was testing myself every day, 2-3 times a day, to the point of being paranoid. And so now I test myself when I feel like something's off, and then I try to think and see, well, what did I eat? What did I drink? See, I was bad the other day, and my husband and the kids, you know, we wanted Cold Stone, so we went to Cold Stone. And I got ice cream. I know I shouldn't have. I should have just got me a little small smoothie with the pineapple and orange juice slurry thing and sip on that, because I get brain freeze real fast. So it takes me a while to drink. One of the things I use, and my son usually ends up with half of it. So I ate ice cream, and I suffered because of it. My sugar levels spiked big time, and I I ate too much ice cream. Let me put it like that. I got to love it. It's the big one, right? I couldn't eat the shell. I just ate ice cream. But I suffered for it. I started feeling sick within an hour of eating it. I was drinking water like it was going out of style, trying to help flush the sugars and stuff out of my body. I took my food pill. I took my blood pressure pill. I took my sugar pill, and then I lay down and I pretty much slept the rest of the day. That was my body's way of coping with it, which probably wasn't a smart thing to do. Lay down and go to sleep, but that's the only thing I could do because I couldn't keep my eyes open. And when I woke, it was hard for me to wake up that morning. But once I got up and started moving and drank a lot more water, I started feeling like like my regular self. And I checked my sugar levels, and they were back to normal. So I learned from that. Even though, people say it's okay every once in a while to, get something that, you miss, I can't have ice cream with, there's too much sugars in that. Diet ice cream, that stuff is nasty. And if I can't have it, might as well not even just worry about it. From time to time, I will get a donut, but I get one donut. And I haven't gotten sick or had serious sugar spikes from that yet. I think I reached a point with my diabetes where I know from how I'm feeling a lot of the times whether or not my sugar might be a little higher than normal. And usually when I test myself, I'm right on. So I've learned a lot. I can eat one apple, a small apple, a day. And I don't get a sugar spike. I can eat one orange and one apple a day and I'm fine. But if I eat an orange, an apple, and a banana, I ain't gonna be fine. So, and I have to eat bananas because my blood pressure medication saps potassium out of my body because it has a diuretic in it. So I have to have potassium, and bananas are one of the best sources of natural potassium. I'm not one for eating spinach every day. I love spinach, but I'm not going to eat it every day because I don't have time to be running back and forth to the bathroom all day. I'll just be honest about it. Same thing, I can't be cooking and eating collards every day because I want to put vinegar on them, which has salt in it, and so I have to weigh the good with the bad. So the good with the bad is, to get that little taste of natural sweetness and stuff, then that means I have to choose between the apple and the small orange, and then have a banana to get my potassium, and then I get the natural sweetness from the fructose. Eating fruit hasn't, in proper proportions, has yet to spike my sugar to the point where I got sick or anything. Now, if I overindulge, then yeah, it's gonna spike. I'm gonna spike. One day I'll show you guys like how I have to do my tests and stuff. Yes, I'm yawning because I tried doing this video several times, and then I would get on topics that would make me sad or everything, and I like cry. See, my eyes a little swollen because I was crying. But it was a good crying. It wasn't bad crying, but I just don't want to be crying in front of other people. So one of the things that made me cry, but I think I can talk about it now, is that everybody's been setting goals. Several of you have been setting weight loss goals and stuff. My legs are itching. And I just want to make sure that, if everyone who's going to go about this needs to be under a physician's care. And not just any physician, a dietitian, and maybe your family doctor. I would at least consult with the dietitian first before you started on any kind of extreme weight loss attempts, or just, you know, if you have previously existing medical conditions, I would consult a dietitian and perhaps your doctor first. I've been lucky in the fact that most of my dietary requirements were simply cutting out high carbohydrates, replacing it with vegetables, cutting out high cholesterol, replacing it with leaner meats, less cholesterol products, and fruits and vegetables, nuts. You know, there's some nuts that are better for you than other nuts, believe it or not. You know, almonds are good, but even almonds, you know, you can't overindulge in that. Avocado is a good oil, but you can't overindulge in that. So it's a fine balance when you start tweaking your diet because of specific medical conditions. So, you know, I just, you know, just be safe in how you go about it. Don't do anything extreme that might, you know, put you in the hospital. So, for me personally, my diabetes kick-started my weight loss simply because my cells could no longer process the sugars that my body were trying to take into the cells. Even though they checked my insulin and I'm producing enough insulin and everything, so I have type 2 diabetes. So even though I'm producing enough insulin, let's say that, you know, your cells have a door and your insulin is attached to the key. Well, the key no longer works to the door. So your cells are sitting here getting smaller and shrinking and shriveling up because you got food right here. You simply can't unlock the door to take the food into the house. Basically, the insulin and the sugars are locked out of the cells. So that's why I started losing weight. And so now basically I'm trying to keep losing weight, yet by cutting out these things that make me sick, and jack up it's my husband. I gotta text him back real quick, y'all. Give me a second, please. I don't like cooking. I mean, I can cook. I'm a good cook, but I don't like cooking. My husband's an awesome cook, but he's tired of cooking. Well, soon it'll be grilling season. And like I said, we just get a bunch of meats and stuff and grill everything up and put it in the deep freezer. You know, that way if I want something, I can just take something out of the deep freezer and throw it in the microwave. Please. Okay. So, another thing I wanted to share, okay, so we talked about the diabetes and weight loss, and you need to go see your doctor first. Now, this is another component of your weight loss, okay? Journaling. Not journaling about what you're eating, journaling about you. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you craving? And why? Try to find out if something sets off these events for you. I know when I'm stressed, that is about the only time I will want potato chips is if I'm under some type of stress. And I don't go for just any kind of potato chips. I want the Pringles, the originals. That's the only kind I want. I used to like Doritos, but for some reason, the smell of them now makes me think of Teenage Boy Body Funk. So I don't even really like eating Doritos anymore. So I rarely eat potato chips. If we go somewhere like Subway or something, you know, you get potato chips, then I'm always getting it so I can give it to my husband when we do stuff like that. But I will get me some Pringles when I am stressing or female hormones, you know what I'm saying? This week I did eat chocolate, but I did it in moderation. I only had one chocolate bar, and that thing lasted me 2 days. So, female hormones. So when they come up with a PMS chocolate bar, the world would be a better place with no calories, no fat, but still has the taste and texture of chocolate. And not just dark chocolate, I mean milk chocolate. I like some dark chocolates, but most of the time dark chocolates make me want to just spit it out. Just not too nasty to me. I think dark chocolate is an acquired taste. So, I don't know if I said this in this video or not, but I will. If I'm repeating myself, then I'm sorry. Because I done tried this video like 3 or 4 times already. And I don't know what I don't know which way is up and which way is down. So, I guess I'll listen and see if I see the video, and then I'll just join the 2 clips together. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video right now and listen and review it, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I looked over the other video, and I did not, and I already mentioned what I was getting ready to say before. So that's pretty much it. That's my vlog for today. And I hope you guys have a good night, and look forward to your videos tomorrow.